Today we are going to do some late night painting. I already have a free blackened canvas and I also added some purple to give it extra shading as well. This is just Filbert here, our usual mascot. The 3D painted dragon. Put him over there. And today we are going to be painting, I'm going to say it's inspired by Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm going to essentially be trying to make something that looks like a Freddy's claw coming from the side with the claws and everything, but I'm not going to say it is Freddy Krueger. Not because of any copyright thing, just because my abilities aren't that great. Like, I'm not going to be able to paint anatomically correct hands at my current skill level, for example. It's going to be more like an abstraction of the idea of it. Is my excuse every time I can't do something with great detail. But joking aside, that is the plan for today. I think it will come out pretty cool, though. I plan on doing one big hand and then a bunch of other small stretching out hands. Yeah, make it look like a nightmarish, childish painting. But I think it will turn out pretty neat if I'm able to pull it off. Here's all the paints I plan on using today, and this is the paint I used for the background, in case I need to flare that up a little bit. And the music we're using is actually, for today, will be the soundtrack for the NES version of Nightmare on Elm Street. Not the most coveted game in gaming history, but it does exist. And the soundtrack, if I recall, was one of the upper features of that game, not the things that made it pretty bad and unplayable. Now, I've heard a few people go to bat for that game too. At least one or two on Twitter back in the day. I forget who, because why would I remember that? Bruce is a little gruff tonight. I don't know if there's anything in particular. Let me see if I can get on to. Come on, load you motherfucker. Is there sound coming through? Yep, okay, we're good. I'm gonna play the music now because this is boring otherwise. Hey, there's people here. Hello, we're painting. Perfect timing. First, we are going to try to paint some silvery metal looking claws in this general area. Putting a little extra silver paint there. Probably not as much as I think, though. Let's see, we need a nice, sharp edged brush. Yeah, this might work. Let me wash it off a little bit first, though. Just a second to help me beat the brush. Alright, let's try this first. But what inspired me to do this is not nothing to do with the movie itself. It's actually, the soundtrack's a little grating. I might change it to something else. I guess it's supposed to be a little spooky, but it's not because it's spooky, it's just because it sounds kind of bad. But not that bad. I've heard way worse NES soundtracks than this. I can tolerate it. This is fine. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to make anything that looks realistic, and it's. I think this is just the outline of what I want to do. This is just the outline of what I want to do. I need a smaller paintbrush if I want to do this in greater detail. Oh, what's this? Oh, why is nobody here? I would like and sub and watch the video. Oh, thank you, Chinese Cat Y4B. And thanks for saying hi as well. Let's see. Can we see the qualifier? Yeah, we're good. Alright, now let me find a smaller, that gets out of the way. Let me find a smaller paintbrush so I can actually do something that resembles a claw shape at the end here. There we go, that's a little sharper. No pun intended. Let's see, can I make it look more curved? Yeah, it's not going to be Freddy exactly, but in fact, I might even go with 5 claws instead, since this is going to be my own creation anyway at this point. The point is we need nightmarish claw-like hands coming out of the darkness. And now your favorite YouTuber streamer? Okay. Or did you mean it the other way around, where I am now your favorite? How about not in some weird hostage situation here with a random chatter? That would be bad. Alright. We're gonna use a dark brown now. But we're gonna fuck with this more later. Don't worry. I'm just at sort of an impasse there where I need to see the rest of what this looks like before I commit to something else here. But we're gonna use dark brown. And may actually bring this paintbrush back from the dead. Let's put that in there. Alright. I'm gonna try to make what looks like a glove. with the dark brown paint. Very good. It stands out more than I thought it would. I'm gonna put some more detailing on top of this layer, but it has to dry a little bit first. But before we do that, but I still wanted this. But what inspired me to do this painting? It's not Mr. Streamer. It's Mr. Streamer. I acknowledge that I need to do some voice training for my to sound more feminine, but yeah. Can't help but wonder if I'm being chatbotted right now. Alright, that looks pretty good. And we make it like, or it looks like it's going to the wrist now. There we go. Honestly, let's do this. Where it looks like there's like fingerlings heading over it. Make it look more like a proper claw glove. I was just trying to make it look like blades, not connected to anything yet. Add something for the thumb here. But I'm almost thinking of us adding another nightmarish claw. But nah, that's good. Actually, I don't know how well this is gonna work. Let's see. There's drawing. Oh, I will copy drawings. But please don't copy my drawings. At least not in a way. At least not in a way we're gonna steal. Like, I guess if you want to pay along at home, you can. Like Bob Ross. I wouldn't mind that. But I think this is a troll. Oh, 1 second. Alright. Hello, studio. But, I think I'm getting a bunch of spam bots, unfortunately. Not too surprised by that. Yeah, it was too good to be true of someone being here. But yeah, adding a little bit of like skin tone with brown to make it look kind of like burnt skin. I don't think it's gonna have the exact effect I want, and if it's too brown, I'm not gonna use it at all, and just use like nightmarish silver and no skin. What's this? I'm getting a bunch. hope we're not getting any viruses or anything. That would suck midstream. Alright, that's not even getting spam botted anymore, so we'll just keep going. Yeah, this song's giving me a headache. Yeah, fuck it. That's okay. I got distracted from the moderation. It's hard to do that and paint at the same time, but kinda have to. Curse of streaming, I'm afraid. Let's see. Doesn't really work, and I don't like it. Yeah, it really doesn't work at all. Kind of making a light baby shit color. So I'm gonna wipe this off and say that I'm just gonna use silver for the hands. I might have to accept that there's a little bit of brown highlighting in here now, but that's fine. Shit happens. And I would kind of wanted to go that direction with the painting anyway, so let me use a little bit more of the metallic silver. Yeah, just use metallic silver for all the claw hands. That's kind of menacing looking anyway. I will do one more Freddy inspired thing though, for sure. But my mom wanted me to paint or draw something with the Freddy Krueger looking hands I did as a kid because I couldn't draw fingers, so I just drew lines. And that's kind of the spirit of that, but I wanted to do something that's more like a Freddy Krueger claw coming out. I can't do the skin tone correctly, so I'm not even going to attempt that right now and just do silvery claws to represent the fingers, and then use the glove and paint in the red and olive green for the sweater, the nightmare sweater looking arm. That's going to be popping out. So there's the red for that, and here's the olive green. It'll be kind of like a Christmas sweater, so that part will be kind of Freddy Krueger-ified. But I'm not going to try to make his burnt ass skin. I just can't do that. Shit, we're trying to take first, I think, red. That is kind of a weird way to do it, but there's a method to my madness here, I think. Yeah, there is. Pretty much I'm going to paint in the green part there. Oh, let me push the canvas a little bit. A little bit right there. Okay. I'm going to use the same brush and let me clean this off some. Beat the devil out of it, as a great painter once said many times in his episodes. One of his catchphrases, actually. This is not going to come clean. What the fuck? Hello, thank you for the hearts, whoever's watching. Alright, I think we're good enough now. Let's use some of this olive green to complete the sweater. Oh no. Oh shit, Freddy's coming. I'm gonna fucking die. Dies midstream from Freddy Krueger because I fell asleep midstream because I didn't get enough sleep. Alright, now I'm gonna get another brush to kind of round this out now. As cool as some of the sketches look on it, I still want to have like a generally rounded kind of shape. Let's see what brush I can find here on short notice. Yeah, here we go. This is exactly the brush I was thinking of. Simple little round Crayola ass brush. Yeah, this ain't doing what I wanted it to. Honestly, I kind of liked it better before. Yeah, I fucked up here a little bit. Yeah, it's not that bad actually. I think I just gotta paint more over it with the other brush. I'm gonna skip this one. This one's like just the same thing looping over and over again. I did not start with the most evolved soundtrack. I wonder what's even gonna play after it's over. Hopefully just random ass NES music. You know, my luck it'll probably be the Friday the 13th Jason game. I actually probably heard you for said Nightmare on Elm Street a few times. I think I fucking did. Like a fucking idiot. I know the difference between them. I'm just tired, okay? No, painting a Jason mask, a hockey mask, Jason mask would be kind of cool. Mm. Alright. Looks a little more put together now as an arm, but I still wish I didn't do the outline. I should have just put a little extra detail for the individual colors. It would have taken longer, but I think it would have had a nicer effect. I can try that on another one though. Next thing I want to add here. Yeah, I'll add that next part at the end. Actually, no. Maybe use some of the red paint with a tiny brush. Actually, how will this brush work for this idea? Let me test it. Pretty good, honestly. It uses blood. Alright. That's good for now. I'll add more of a blood splatter effect. Also, this song is getting rating too. This is a very mediocre soundtrack. I regret picking it. Yeah, well, that one was short and sweet. Okay, this one seems a little more normal. Alright. Here's the initial main arm coming out. That's what we got so far. I am going to have to add... Oh, I forgot. I need a little bit of metallic gold. Specifically for this. I said there was going to be more detail. And this is what I meant. Going to make some plating. A golden brown plate for this glove. I'm gonna put some silver screws in as well. But here's the golden plate part. Let me try to make it a little more smoothed out. This is the only one I'm gonna make like this. The rest are gonna be about as simple as this shit, just less colors used. Yeah. But we'll see. Maybe I'll add extra detail to them. Yeah, right. Like a little extra silvery detail down here too. There we go. I like that. Okay, it's a Freddy Krueger looking ass claw coming out. A childish rendition anyway. But I just wanted to paint this for fun and to give it a painting for my mom for Mother's Day. She likes spooky things. And she has pleasant memories of me drawing badly. So I am going to give in to her request here. Let's see. I'm actually going to use more of the red and olive now to make more arms. And these ones are going to be a lot more. Let's see. Can I get another flat brush and just switch in between the two? That would help me out a lot. And get some more. This works. Okay. Oh, let me wash it a little bit first. Okay, that works. I'll use this for the green. Yes, I am painting with both hands. It's a parlor trick at best. Have it come underneath there. Red, green, red, green, red. I'll say green. Actually, let's have red one out here just so it pops out more. I guess I'm ultra focusing on not messing this up, so I'm not talking much. I apologize for that. Okay, that's good. We'll start making this flawless. Alright, I think I got that brush good and clean. Oh, I fucked up. I actually didn't want this over paint yet. So I keep that on the loose. Let me grab another brush, actually. Yeah, let me just grab this brush. This works. Here's where we need the dark brown. Okay, good. I do have the correct hand. I was a little worried I didn't for a second. And I gave him two right hands like this is a fucking JoJo manga. Or two left hands. It doesn't matter, I'm drawing multiple hands. For this one, I guess will be a left hand. Alright, now let's make the silver balls come out. That looks way too big. Hmm. Still looks kind of neat, but definitely not what I wanted. That must be the claws for another one as well. A bigger hand that's coming from underneath. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Let me attempt that. There's a little bit of brown. Just for the claw glove. There's a bit of silver over here. But for the fifth claw. Hello everyone, we are painting Freddy Krueger inspired claws. Let's call it that. Freddy Krueger inspired claws. They're clearly not actual ones. They would have actual fingers with knives at the end. Yada yada yada. But we're having fun here, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to go back to making the actual sweater part of it. Let me try to find the other flat brush I was using though. Generally, okay, this works. I think this is it. Alright. Red and green. Okay. I think red is the one that can actually start. At least in most pictures of Freddy I've seen. But yep, just making multiple nightmare falls. Alright. Kind of messed up there a little bit. Alright, let's add more detailing. See, now I wish I actually put the metallic gold on here, because I need more. Because I am going to put those little pads on most of them. That should be good. I won't need any more than that. Yeah, let me just retire the peach paint because this whole concoction is probably not being used. I'm going to put more blues and purples and pinks in this, I think. Give it a more colorful palette. Just to make it a little more interesting to look at. There we go. Now what do I want to do? Yeah, at least one more. Probably two more. That shall be red. And this shall be green. Okay. I have one come out from right here. Red, green, red, green. Yeah, once again. Actually, yeah, I think green will pop out more here. Kind of right next to both. Alright, I'm gonna use that to build the claw. Oh, I did the wrong paint. Let me get another brush. This should work. Yeah, that should work. Which one did we use? I think I used this one, dark brown. For the glove. Alright. Now let's get some silver for the glove. The glove, rather. Oh no, I messed up. That's in a pretty big way. If I did that in the red, it wouldn't have been as much a problem, but I did that in the with the green brush. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Alright, this one. And I'm gonna mix that song. If you accidentally do it too thick, it's really hard to try to take it back. So I'm gonna instead give them fingers that look more ethereal. Just fuck it, why not? Even that's not really working, but I can't think of anything better to do, so I'm sticking with the bet. Yep, I definitely can't draw hands. There's no multiverse where that is happening to any serious degree. At least I know that, at least for the time being. Alright. I think I've had enough of the nightmare claws. Only 4 is not a lot, but they're on there. Maybe a little more purple up in the corner. Doesn't make it pop out more. Beat this brush. Alright. My mom likes purple, so I'm gonna add some purple, more purple to it. It's a nice spooky shading anyway, so I'm cool with this. I'm gonna put blood splatters on it next, though. Let me look up at this. The hand in the middle is absolutely atrocious. Not sure how happy I am with this painting, but I think it is about done. Other than the blood splatters, I gotta add more. You need a more rounded brush. Wipe it off. It's gonna be a smaller brush for this. So only like little splatters at a time. This one's just gonna have this red splattered onto it. I don't know. This one's kind of fucked up. I don't even know what to say about this one. I'm just trying to make it look more interesting. In fact, let's just add some purple to it. This one's so fucked up anyway, I might as well try to make it look more colorful and interesting. Yeah, I got tilted there. I think I should hurry up and put more. I have an idea. Okay, I'm skipping this fucking song. This was a bad playlist. I apologize. I'll think twice before I pick a bad video game soundtrack. Let me wipe some of this off. I generally didn't like any of that anyway. I'd rather just redraw the claws on with a spooky, bloody aura in the background. Kind of looks like it's swiping. I kind of like that. And a little bit more metallic silver that isn't contaminated. This whole thing is getting a little bit overran. Here, I should have been using ones this small for this anyway. Brushes this small, I mean. Oh no. I made a mistake. It's a mistake I can fix after this though. It's not really doing the effect I wanted. I was hoping the ray would be sharper than the others, and it would make it look like it was kind of having a swiping motion. But oh well, not everything can be a winner. All right. These are also really bad. The only thing that looks even remotely okay decent is the first one I did. After that, I just wanted quick little ones coming from it that were low poly. I think I forgot my original mission assignment here. No, I need a paintbrush that actually clicks. This one click. Nope, it does not. This one does. I just gotta clean it first. Ready to paintbrush I can flick so I can make blood splatters. Yeah, it's not really flicking off like that. I just use the edge to dip them. Alright, well, that's the end of that shit. The Nightmare on Elm Street bullshit soundtrack. Oh, I kinda like this. You have like red bloody spikes coming off that? Yeah, that's cool. Alright. I'm not particularly happy with this painting. So it would be a little more vibrant than this. Let me see if I can fill in more detail on the red part here, for example. You really add a little bit extra red paint, and then I'll add a little extra green paint to it where it needs it. After that detailing, I think we're about done. Alright. I'm getting a headache, and I think I've done about as much damage as I'm going to do with this painting. Let me flip over the camera real quick. Here we go. Here's the first main hand coming out. That one looks the best out of all of them. The other ones look completely terrible. But they weren't really supposed to look all that detailed to begin with. I made about 4. And a bunch of purple and red nightmarish aura. Bloody nightmarish aura going around it too. I think Mom will like it. Yeah, I think Mom will definitely like it. I'm gonna give this to her for Mother's Day. She likes spooky, scary things. And so do I because of her. But yeah, until next time, thank you for joining me. You're out of this world. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And trans rights. Bye bye. Yeah, let me just see a little more detail in there. Just a little. Okay.